Yeah, and just like that, that's that instantaneous movement, brother. Just like that, we're
It
live.
is. That is big. Twitch.
You're glazing.
Okay.
You're
All
glazing.
right.
You're
Can't
glazing.
even.
You're glazing.
I'm
You're
glazing
glazing.
now.
You're glazing.
Platform,
You're
by the way.
glazing. You're
Platform.
glazing.
Platform.
You're glazing.
Platform.
Glazing a platform is
Just a
even worse.
website.
It don't know you,
No,
Lil,
it's
bro.
not.
It don't know
It's
you.
like glazing an idea.
It don't. That's
I believe in
actually
something,
that's
bro.
actually worse.
I believe in
That's not what
something.
believing in
I
something
believe in
is.
something.
You
Yes, it is.
can't believe if I give you a Bible.
Dude. Oh, so Gandhi was just glazing peace to you. That's what you think that was. That's what you think that moment in history was.
Name
He was
three
just
things
popping
you've
up
ever
and down.
name 3 things you've ever fought for as hard as Gandhi fought for peace. You
Civil
campaign
rights.
you campaigning for Twitch?
First.
What'd you say to me? Because
Nothing.
we'll blow this whole thing up right now. You'll never see this live again. So I want you, because I didn't hear you because I was talking. Please say it again. Say what you said
No, I'm
again.
good. Dumb, stupid.
Cuck down virtually. That's crazy. But hey, that to the side. What's up, chat? What is up? What is up? What is up? Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are doing great on this fine Sunday evening. You know what I mean?
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Sekira's coming back on Thursday. We're back on Sunday. I'm so excited about Sekiro coming back, guys.
Hey.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, listen, I'm springing an idea on this guy for once. You guys might get a half and half stream. Y'all might see Creams get cooked on Sekiro and see me carry him through like a little co-op horror game. Maybe. You know, it's October and all that. What's up, bro?
What horror game?
Don't know yet.
You know,
Haven't
yeah.
thought about it. Outlast Trials is always a fallback. Suck my nuts. Thanks.
Dick. Anyway, him being rude aside, chat. Where are you guys today? Missed you. Chat, I'll be real. Miss is a bit of a strong word. I'm here. And that's the important thing. I'm here, he's here, you guys are here. Nothing beats that. Being present is more important. Being present is more important than being loved. Just remember that, chat. Tell your kids that.
So you couldn't get through that phrase once, clearly, by the way. Or a loss in the thousands.
Not a single time.
Being present is... Being present is... fuck. Like...
I'm rusty, man. I'm out of practice.
It's been a week.
We didn't stream on Thursday.
It's been a week.
It goes by fast.
It's been a week.
It doesn't last very long. I can't hold on to it for much longer. It's like hot potato.
That's not how that game works. It's
Have you
like
played it?
It's like hot potato. You're an idiot. I hate you.
Do you not know the mechanics of the game?
Explain them.
Oh, you're lost. Okay, so it's like a literal hot potato.
Yeah, walk me through.
It's
a literal hot potato. You play hot potato with a literal hot potato. Is that what you're telling me? I want to make sure I I want to make sure. I want to make sure I understand. I want to make sure. Okay, yes.
Listen,
things can be in names. Hey. Let me ask you this. Freeze tag. Were you hit with liquid nitrogen? Yes or no? You fucking dumbass.
That's what
you
I do.
fucking
That's
idiot.
what I do personally. I bring ice cubes to the function.
Wouldn't freeze a human. I hate you.
It's the sentiment.
You said literally. Fuck a sentiment.
Figuratively.
Die.
Dice.
Y'all didn't play with ice. Assign 0, I'll
That's what I'm
obliterate you
saying,
in your
Zion.
entire bloodline. Thank you.
Bro's playing regular tag.
Why does Creams look whiter washed? No. Listen, chat. He's just in his vampiric glow.
Lights are on. Sunlight's on. God's watching. Fuck you. Alright, where were we, chat? He didn't read shit, I can tell.
Oh, he didn't. Chat, he literally... Listen.
I fucking did.
No.
Oh my god.
I read Kagurabachi. I read Blue Lock. I'm in the process of reading Modulo. Reading the chapter on Call With Me. He doesn't know what the fuck happened. You'll see shortly, right?
Oh my god, dude.
Swear I'm lying. Okay. Swear I'm lying. No. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the wiffle waffle. Swear I'm lying.
You're embellishing.
That's what I thought. That embellishing what? Tell me what I embellished, or I'll obliterate all of New York. The whole thing can go. I really don't care. Boom. Like, what are we talking about? I could tell from the look on his face. Well, he just always looks stupid. That's not really fair.
Okay, that's not fair.
I
Draco,
just said
shut
that.
the fuck. Come on.
Draco will check you, bro. Stop. Yo, who do you have more aura than in chat, bro? Because I'm like looking, because I'm looking through and I'm like, dude, everyone kind of cooks you.
He was looking extra ignorant.
Yo, I'm actually okay. So I'm looking through chat, right? And I'm trying to find someone that I'm like, oh yeah, aura versus aura, you got that. I'm still looking.
Reem's looking more ignorant than Prime John John.
That's an RDC reference. It's an RDC.
I know.
That's an RDC reference.
I know it's
No,
a fucking RDC
now
reference.
you do.
I know.
I put you on low, bro. I put you on low, bro.
You didn't put shit on.
I put you on low.
I put money in Mark Phillips' pocket.
Show me.
All right, bro. Imagine that bet. Fuck it. Let me get my imagine that receipt.
Yeah.
2 copies, by the way.
Chat. This is what we call a bait and switch. This is a grown man. This is a fucking grown man. I put money in Mark Phillips's pocket. Nigga, fuck you. I don't. 2 imagine that copies. That's
because you
wild.
get 2 downloads. You get 2 electronic downloads.
Really?
Yeah, per purchase.
Really?
It's a really good deal.
Wow. How about this? Review that. Review imagine that real quick. 30 seconds. It's your time to shine. Go. Are you happy with your purchase?
I'm happy to support a YouTuber's creative outlet.
That's not what I asked you.
It is what you asked me.
That's not what I asked you. Would you recommend this book to another serious comic book reader? Do you like this? Oh no, sorry, trying to blur for you.
I'd recommend it to an RDC fan trying to support financially.
By the way, By the way, chat. I say this. I'm not embellishing. I promise you. On my life, on my ability to read Kagurabachi, this is not an embellishment. He's put more thought in his imagine that and analysis than he will put in any of the chapters this week. I promise you. I promise you. And look at him. He didn't instantly deny it. He knows it's true. He knows he has less to say about Kagurabachi, Blue Lock, and Modulo than what he had to say about Imagine That. I swear. Do you own mirrors, bro? Type shit.
Greaves, how do you fuck up having the stash? Chat, I don't want to shave next break. Please don't make me cuck to you guys like that on stream.
No,
I'm
listen,
a grown
listen,
man.
listen.
Let me have some dignity.
Hold on. What are we doing?
I lost the plot. So manga?
Wait. Did you do that right before stream?
What?
No.
Oh, no, I didn't shave. Oh, my hair. Yes.
Not your hair, no. Bro. I'm worried. I'm wondering what's going. Okay, hold on. Wipe your face. Wipe your face over here. Okay, never mind. My bad.
It's a stash. Holy fuck! I missed the spot. That's what that is. Oh, that's not
shit.
good. All right, I'll be right back.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. Holy shit. He didn't look in the mirror. Wow, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Draco, crazy catch. I literally did not notice that until you said something. He didn't notice it until I said something. That's fucking crazy. What time do you guys stream on Thursday? I'll be a member. Usually around like between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like 5:30 to 6, typically Central. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking crazy. Him realizing he actually predicted that he would have to do that on stream too. That's fucking wild. And unfortunate and crazy. Damn. Holy. Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to say what's up to some chatters. You know, what up, Draco? We already been talking to you. Demon Akatsuo, what's up? Lemon, howdy. Hope you're doing good. Old Gamer GF, Mozane, MZ Over. You know, hope y'all are doing good. Zion, I've already been rudely introduced to you. weren't you like glazing creams like 10 minutes ago? Whatever. When am I playing FNAF? Here, let me think. When am I playing FNAF? Wow, that's crazy. So we're lying now? Nah. Hopefully he nuked. Mosaic, you know he's not nuking the bottom lip hair, bro. You know that's not gonna happen. You know what's funny, chat? I haven't shaved either, so like I still have like the little fucky patchy like growing on the sides of my face. I'm lucky my hair's long enough to cover that. Y'all would have done me the same way y'all did him, chat. If this wasn't covering it and the shadows were not like hiding the cooked, I can get away with this because I can't see it really. Just don't let me look up. Of all people to accuse of being a creams glazer, me? Yeah, exactly. You have creams glazer written on your forehead. It's kind of crazy. Also, let me. This actually happened before we got in here. Demon Akatsua, thank you for being a tier 1 sub for 2 months. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You are a creams glazer. I have receipts. Interesting. Your face has never been touched by a razor. That shit is smooth. What the fuck? I'm not gonna let this happen to me. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, Lemon. You know, hope the same thing is, you know, hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys had a good time. Oh, man. Yeah, that's funny. Chat, how long does it take to shave, like, 2 hairs? Whatever. Let me not be judgmental now. Okay, Joe. Let's do a science experiment. Let's do a science experiment. Which manga do you think he's going to understand the least? Now, I have some insider trading knowledge, so I'll say mine after I get a good amount of responses in chat. But I want to see what the general consensus is going to be. None of them. I like you. I like the cut of your jib. I like the way you think. I fuck with you. Modular or blue lock? Kagurabachi for sure. Okay, so we're getting the juices flowing because we got different answers. We get different answers. I'll tell you guys this: one of you is correct. Can creams read? In theory. I'm gonna say Kagurabachi. I doubt he remembers our conversation from last week. Proved him wrong, by the way. Fuck you.
So I shaved. Chat.
Told you he wouldn't do it, Mozane. Told you. Pay up.
Chat. There was a time in my life, right, where I realized every week, every stream, every time I do this, or professional, by the way, every time I fucking do this, I forget to groom myself in a very random, innocuous way. And I'm genuinely worried about the day that I forget to wipe. There's been nights where I've gone to bed genuinely scared that might happen, bro.
Well, okay,
it's like you know the nightmare of showing up to school without your like clothes on. That's that version for me. I fucking look at you and it's like it's poopgate, bro. We've gone past the fart. I'm gonna retire from the internet. I've decided when that day comes, if that day comes, knock wood, that's gonna be it for me. I'm out of here. I hope all of you understand if that's like my line in the sand, career-wise.
Dude. There's so many issues. Who would possibly know if you didn't wipe? How could anyone catch you on that?
Wait. Holy shit! Who would? Oh.
Can I be honest with you, bro? You do look like the type to let it crust, though.
No, I'm not. But dude, that's crazy. You could just get away with it. I don't have to tell you guys everything. Right? Right? No, right? Please say something. Please. PR, please.
Why is there still hair on your mouth? What the fuck?
It's not. It's just like
fuck. Why is that shit still there? That's not what they're talking about, bro. You know what they're talking about, man. Don't play dumb.
That's a mainstay.
Hold on.
Would
Hold on.
absolutely
Hold on.
give it away. You'd make a face, and we'd know.
Sit still.
What do you
Sit
think my
still.
shit face
Sit
is?
still. Sit still. Yeah, they're kind of cooking, bro. You got.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you think my tell would be?
Oh, for you shitting yourself,
Yeah,
dude. I
'cause
mean,
you would never tell.
I would never tell. Like, I would
You
never
could
be
you
able to
could you
tell.
could you could never tell.
I
You could
might.
like
I
even
might be able to smell it. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
ew.
That ill you, bro. You're the one enacting this chemical warfare on the entire country. Nigga, that bottom lip hair isn't your gimmick, buddy. Your gimmick? Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
My only
Now,
gimmick is being the fucking champ. All of you. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's fucking me, bro. It's me, chat. Holy fuck, Creams! It's the fucking champ. Excuse me.
12-year-old aura.
Shut up.
Oh
So,
my
manga.
god, bro. Do we need to go over why basic hygiene is important? Oh my god. 46, by the way. Creams has that permanent I just shit myself face.
Champion.
Uh,
Fuck y'all. Creams, you win the last 5 minutes on the trampoline. Suck my dick.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Johnny's gonna take that belt from you next time y'all meet up, bro.
He can try. He's gonna have to try. First of all, he's gonna have to try at SummerSlam.
I already saw him beat your ass, bro. Neither of you had the
No,
belt.
you didn't.
He deserved
You
it.
made that up.
I literally saw him cook you. You ran away to go find an action figure. It didn't exist in your repertoire.
You
He
still
owned
believe
you.
in Santa Claus. Grown man. Can't trust his own
Grown
eyes.
man, WWE belt on his shoulder. You're a child. Mentally. Physically,
You still keep
75.
your teeth under the bed, bro.
75.
Tooth fairy. Leaving you pennies. Hasn't adjusted for inflation yet.
75. You.
Milk, 5 cents a carton.
75. You. You're old.
The W stands for white man. Stands for wrestling man. More like.
Creams is going to be the reason we have a new pandemic.
Fuck y'all.
I'll pass on the membership at this point.
No, wait, hold on. What do I have? Wait, no. Is it the belt? I can get rid of the belt.
Yeah, he was going. He literally asked me while you were gone what time we stream on Thursdays to become a member, bro. How'd you unconvert him?
No. Wait.
Disney
No,
Junior
seriously,
ass belt.
If it's the belt, MZ, seriously, you'll never see it again. Like if that's the condition for you becoming a member, like you'll never see it again. What do I have to do to make this deal happen? Because I feel like we're close.
I already had it. The belt ruined it. Put it away.
No, but I need to hear him say that the belt was the deal breaker. Because if he's like, oh, the belt is actually like the only reason I'm still staying, then I have to keep
MZ,
it on.
type the belt is the deal breaker. Thank you.
MZ, if you type the belt is the deal breaker and I don't see you as a new member, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna cry on stream. I'm gonna be a grown man crying on stream. They're calling me 75 years old. It's gonna be your
Put
fault.
the
MZ.
belt off screen and be quiet.
Buy the membership.
He was going to do this beforehand. You're stopping him. You're impeding the process.
I'll tell you what. I put the belt away, shutting up. Let me see the receipt. All right.
Let's see. BR, your bed looks so comfortable. Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. I like it. I like it well enough.
You're talking about hating wrestling, yet he's doing all this. This must have been how the other Z fighters felt seeing Vegeta and Goku. Come on, man. It's not fair. So,
Manga?
what do you want to start with?
Yeah. So we're gonna do another instance because what I think I'm doing at this point is training you to think, and it's gonna be a long and arduous No electric collar. I know your goat gets down. It's gonna be a long and arduous process, right? We're gonna really work to get it. So I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, right?
Okay.
1, which manga do you want to start with? 2, do you have any meaningful, hell, let's not go that far, any thoughts on any of the manga that came out this week?
Why are you taking this burden on? Who are you doing this? Who are you trying to impress, man?
I'm trying to make my life better, bro.
Why? It's already great.
I think I realized, yeah.
Why improve on perfection, man? What?
Ew. I
If it ain't
spit on the
broke.
concept. Fuck you. Reread the Mayuri fight,
Sorry.
you fucking loser. Nigga didn't read Bleach, by the way. Light novel merchant, by the way, doesn't fuck with the manga. Suck my dick. Anyways, I'm trying to improve you, bro. I'm trying to make you better. All right. So, which manga do you want to start with?
Blue Lock.
Do question? Do you have anything meaningful to talk about the Blue Lock chapter? Let's wait. Do you have anything to talk about for the Blue Lock chapter? Fuck. Okay.
I thought it was cool. Thought it was cool that Rin doesn't need to have his tongue out anymore.
So let me ask you a question then.
Oh my
Let me
god.
ask you a question then. What do you glean from art and literature? Like what do you absorb? what stays in there, right? Like when you read something, because you say you like Blue Lock, right? What is your score for Blue Lock in totality?
Like a 9.
Okay, cool. A 9. Dredge up the feelings you've had for the last 100 chapters. Like, why is it a 9? Why justify that? Just for a second.
Oh,
Justify you saying this is better than a majority of manga ever that you've read.
I think my protein bar went bad.
Great. 9 out of 10.
Yes,
You
9.
called it a 9 is a life-changing experience. It's
I said a 10
conformed.
was the
It's
last one.
conformed and convoluted the way I look at art. Explain it now. 9 out of 10. Right? Go ahead.
I got you. Okay. 9 out of 10. Where do I even begin, right? Where do I even begin, right?
Yeah, where?
Could be anywhere. I just
Yeah.
gotta pick a point and start there, right? Any point. Shit, if any point somebody says right now could be one of those points.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody.
Go ahead. Now.
Soccer as a metaphor for a game of life, personal ambition. I really fuck with that, right? You know, fostering one's competitive spirit. Now, granted, shut the fuck up. The last couple chapters, it's leaning a little on the
Oh my
fascistic
fucking
side.
god, dude, are
Not
you
gonna
reading a
lie.
goddamn synopsis? Boring. Blue Lock, neo-egoist arc explained. Fuck you. Give an opinion. You fucking wiki reader. Say something with meaning. Say something that comes from here, bro. Please, for the love of God.
Fuck, man. Feelings?
Oh,
I promise I got something. Just give me a fucking second.
holy fuck. You said
Give me a
9
fucking
out of
second.
10. Why is this so difficult?
A 9 out of
How many 9 out of 10 manga do you have, you think?
like maybe 9, maybe 10.
Okay. Is JJK a 9 out of 10 for you?
No.
Okay.
Like an 8.
You like this more than JJK. Explain yourself, worm.
Characters are more dynamic.
What does
Art's
that mean?
cooler.
What does that mean? What does more dynamic mean?
They're changing and evolving. They're trying to make the best versions of themselves, bro.
Oh my fucking god, dude. You're a fucking imbecile. You're a slime ball, video essayist consuming worm that has lost the ability to conjure an original, unique thought. Fuck. They're more dynamic. I can tell you like 82, bro. As one of the motherfuckers, breathe in, breathe out. Now think. You don't know what that word means. You did. Fuck. Fuck.
dude, I don't know. When I'm on, I can feel it, right?
When
I
are
can
you
feel the
on?
art spirit, the egoist spirit calling me.
When are you ever on, bro?
As I was reading it, I was really vibing with it as I was like binge reading it. That was a glorious, God, what a fucking time! Holy shit, I missed that, man. Every fucking arc was gas. Reading U20 was my entire night, and I was just fucking rock hard the entire way through. That was a real fucking story, man. Holy shit.
So, can I stop you right there for a
Ugh.
second? Did you notice how you didn't say anything at all there? You just said, I really enjoyed it in like three different metaphors, one of which was sexual, obviously. You're you, right? You didn't justify why. You just said the story was good. I'm gonna strangle you. Just to the point of unconsciousness,
Give me an
drop
example.
you,
Give
and let you
what
get
do you
up.
want to hear?
Hey,
Let me see the method,
motherfucker,
right?
that's my job. I,
Yeah,
I got the laundry list. I'm
your
not going to give you
coworkers.
the answers. I'm not going to give you the answers.
I'm not gonna copy them.
Yes, you are. You did it last week. You did it the week before. You are a habitual copier. No Reo, no Yuta. No Crollo, you don't have that much aura. You're like Kakashi, no Sharingan, kid, traumatized. Nah, nix that. Fuck that. You're like that copier in MHA. That's who you are. Not one of the goats. Fuck you. Get on it. Bro, you know what? Watch a Radman video. He might show you something. And I mean that from the core of my soul. That's a motherfucker who, at the bare minimum, has an opinion. Please form it. Now. Quickly.
Why can't it be
Awaken.
you?
Awaken.
My God,
Awaken.
dude.
Awaken.
Ugh.
Awaken. Cream Summerton.
Fuck. Fuck off, man. I wish I was rage
Awaken.
rising right now. Holy shit.
Okay, let's
Um,
see. Draco, thank you for the 100 bits. Maybe manga is too hard for you. Can you even explain the message behind green eggs and ham?
you didn't want him.
I'm gonna put that to the side, right? Why are you here?
Why are any of us here, man?
Shut the fuck up.
That's
You
the
know what
big
I'm asking
question.
you? Why are you here right now, in this moment?
Here with all of you.
I didn't ask where you are, you dumbass. I know you're here with all of us. It's so unfortunate. Why? What are you here to do?
Let's discuss art, man. I love manga. Let's talk about it.
Go.
Oh, me first. Right. We're still on that.
Uh-huh.
No bits?
Go.
Oh my God, it's still me, huh?
You haven't done
uh,
anything. You haven't fulfilled your part, bro. Go. We're 40 minutes
God,
in, by the way. You haven't
God
said a
fucking
thought.
damn it. I was just gonna. It's cool. It's fine. I thought it was really funny. Walk with me here, right? I thought it was really funny that Rin was the one to score this goal instead of Isagi. Unless like the next chapter is Isagi trying to spin back, right? You've always said that Rin is just consistently a better one-on-one player than him, and since they're on the same team, I was kind of curious how mangaka's name.
No. I told you like 7 times last stream. Go ahead.
Yusuke Kaneshiro. Yes.
So you looked it up. Good job. At least you use your
Yep.
research. You know, you know what? Here's what I'll say. I'm at least happy you thought to look. It means a little bit to me that you realize you can do that.
Kaneshiro deciding to have Rin be the one to score this goal stands out to me, just because it addressed the fear that I was having about the series for a long time. Shut the fuck up. Do you want me to do this or not?
I'm just reading Mosaic say non-contact CTE.
All right. It addressed something I was worried about with Luck for a while, which is like Isagi power cliffing. So it's nice to see that gets reinforced. That he does shut the fuck up. That he does have rivals that are like willing to hold him to the standard for the foreseeable future. Excuse me. So I'm trying to see more moments like this.
Dude, 3. Find your inner peace. Find your inner peace. Find your inner peace. You've given me
Okay.
something. I can work with this. All right. Notice how Creams was talking about BR's ready Soggy takes instead of his own.
What do you people want from me?
Fuck, dude.
It was
Okay.
like
Okay.
19. It was 19 pages of Rin saying, "Oh my god, bro, I don't need to stick out my tongue anymore. Holy W character development, Batman." I agree.
People are saying you're using ChatGPT in chat, bro. Squash that.
I'm not.
Okay. Cool. Oh, Nick, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Okay.
Okay.
It was actually just one page of that. Okay. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, I think that's really funny that you said that it's always been a worry, considering, like, it's a dumb worry. You've always been shat on for having that worry. Mr. Isn't Isagi already world class? Manshine City, by the way. Like, wasn't true then, barely true now, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, Isagi's. I mean, bro, we literally saw. I mean, like, he saw, like, Blue Lock is just full of motherfuckers better or relative to Isagi. The game started off with two people not named Isagi scoring on his team.
Yeah, because he was just being W support. I thought it was like my understanding of this, and like every game moving forward is that it's going to be a you know 11th hour steel chair in hand kind of clutch for Isagi. Right? It was just going to be like, oh, this is the strategy until they're on the back foot, in which case, he's going to get the next 20 goals to get them out of the hole. Like, for me, that's just kind of been what the format is going to be for the rest of this World Cup. It's like, oh my god, dude, we're losing like by 3. Oh, that Loki is quite the fucking contender. I could see why he's already a pro at his age. Huh. He doesn't have super duper metavision, says Isagi, and it's gonna be cool and it's gonna be oriful.
So how did seeing this? So
But
how did seeing this clear up your problems then? If that's how you think the story's gonna go, regardless.
because like Kaneshiro is getting it out of the he's still like in story having it be like a pitch thing. Like Isagi isn't the one that's just going to get all of the goals, right? He'll get the game winning goals, but like essentially it'll be a team effort up until then. It's better than a complete monopoly, no?
For sure. That last part you said is certainly true. I'm glad Isaki isn't getting all the goals. And I'm glad Kaneshiro
Oh
could push her. No, no, no,
my
no, no, no.
god.
No, I'm saying something positive. Push me too much. I'll actually give you my real thoughts. Okay. I'm glad Kaneshiro isn't making Isagi score a hat trick every match. I was really worried about that. It's clear you were worried about that. Chat should have been worried about that. Obviously, that was a real possibility that was going to happen going into this manga. Holy fuck. Phew! Kaneshiro, we dodged a bullet there. Thanks, bro. Appreciate ya.
You're welcome. So what
No,
do you
I wasn't.
think?
I wasn't talking
Like,
to you. I was talking to Kaneshiro. Thanks for not making the manga go that way. I was so scared.
so you were giving your thoughts?
Yeah. I think this feels like the most complete dive into a backstory or like a little training arc that we've gotten thus far, and I feel like this is kind of building on some of maybe a little bit of like the presentation or like a general dissatisfaction with the approach Kaneshiro has been taking with this game. But having seen this and feeling like we've seen, in a lot of cases, the fruits of these characters' labor, we haven't seen Ryo's. I appreciate that being delayed a little bit, but I feel like we've seen Bachira's. And with more minor characters, I'm fine with that being relatively simple. I just hope that I hope slash wished that their training arcs would be something that we would dive into a little bit more extensively. That it would be something that was, excuse me, and not what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I was hoping it would be something that would not be able to be contained within the context of like one or so chapters, or in Rin's case, I mean, like, it's being interspliced with the action. It's like maybe half of the chapter of that. Obviously, Rin could have made greater discoveries or further discoveries, like within the context of Blue Lock or whatever. But I don't know. I feel a little bit wanting, having felt like we got 30 days or 40 days or however long. I need to go check if it's between 30 and 50 days, right, with these characters really training and focusing up and having like this very character specific work for them. And it really feels like maybe, with the exception of like Reo and Isagi in the future, we won't be able to explore that all that deeply. Which, like, I guess I get it's a matter of screen time or whatever, but like, when has Kaneshiro ever like shirked away from like giving us a decently long backstory or a decently lengthy, girthy exploration of like some character's focus? Something that's a bit more akin to what we see with Manshine City, their training, like Chris Prince going into that with like Chigiri and Reo and Nagi and them. It felt like a little bit more. We get to go back and forth between seeing what they were working on and how they're exploring that in the midst of the match. And maybe that's something we'll only see once they go up against a team that's very difficult. But I don't know, just something I'm looking for slash hoped we'd get to see a little bit more up to this point.
Wait, you think you've been having a problem with like Kaneshiro not showing the like training bit? Like is it? It's not this. Is it similar to how you felt about Gege skipping the like post Gojo like pre Sukuna fight skip?
Completely different. Because not only do we see a little bit more of the training, it's more like I want more. I'm fine with Kanashiro skipping what he did because I feel like we got a pretty decent portion. But now we're seeing like these, in some cases, like in Rin's case, this is a pretty decently like large development, right? What he's
Mm-hmm.
essentially said, like, the comedy of the phrasing aside, right? The comedy of like, now I could go beast mode without sticking out my tongue, right? Whatever, da da da. It's really
Mm.
funny, but the sentiment is essentially like
He's evolving.
the destroyer mode flow that like would take a particular impetus, or impulse to activate before, like a very contextual aspect of his game is something that can now be turned on and off at will, or rather it's like his sort of like base version or whatever. I have to use a JJK analogy just because it's really easy and it feels like it's right there, right? But it's sort of like, um, what Rin's Destroyer mode was like the flow you feel after a Black Flash, and it was locked behind that. It was locked behind the context of like, if Sai's not on the pitch and if Isagi's not opposing me, I don't feel that pressure for them like a particular person I want to break. I can't access my best self, without, to make the analogy simple, without landing that Black Flash, I can't achieve that flow. It's now like I always feel that. That's just my baser impulses. That's like who I am at my core, ignoring all distractions. And conceptually, that's pretty cool. It feels like a very major step forward, and it is a pretty huge step in his like actual gameplay ability. Because I mean, that was a very acrobatic goal that he scored, right? That's some like, I hate to glaze, no, I don't, not really, but that's some like Kaiser esque shit there, where it's like, like Rin has scored goals like that before when he's super duper locked and like, dude, I'm gonna fucking bled all over your screen, right?
Right.
Great. Now he's doing this and he's not particularly motivated in a way that feels like, that's indicative of what we got before. Great evolution, great thing to see him finally reach. It feels like to get there, it was like, no, 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 you need to earn that, and I need to see you earn that in a lot more of an explicit way. I feel like we haven't gotten that so far. Um,
So if I you don't seem to be like the only person with a problem that has a problem with this particular match.
mhm.
Is it just that it feels a little less fucking high octane or whatever, while simultaneously just like not being super plotty, like, or is it just like, is it too predictable? Like what exactly would you say is the biggest grievance? Because last week you were talking about like Blue Lock kind of like flanderizing its own philosophy,
Mhm.
fascistic stuff notwithstanding.
Mhm.
I am curious if A, that's the same, and then B, if the problem is that it's a lack of, or uh, it's not. Is it a lack of hype moments in Aura, or is it just not doing the story stuff? Like, even if it had hype moments in Aura, you wanted to see those flashbacks.
The structure of your question is slightly confusing, so I'm just gonna answer like the base version of it, which is like, why didn't I like this chapter very much? Um,
Okay.
it's basically a very unearned, um, hollow victory for Rin, in my view. This is a very major step forward, and there has been very little on screen development towards that goal, right? We see Rin. Last time we see him play, he's like, "Yeah, I need Isagi for this. Like, Isagi, you're kind of like, you and Sai are kind of like my muse to feel this level of like internal and external desire to just destroy everything in my path, right? Without that, without directly opposing you guys, I can't achieve that. I can't reach my best self." And for context, like Rin in his like previous base form is Isagi food, right? He's like he was getting cooked. He Kaiser and I think Isagi scored before he did in the PXG match, and that's because while he's a really good player up against other great players that can manipulate the field with their vision, it's kind of like, yeah, dude, you need the unpredictability of that like destroyer, predator eye mode. Now you're able to tap into that at will without that impetus, and I don't really feel like you've earned that. I don't feel like as a character the needle has been moved all that much. It feels like he got a here nigga damn power up and character evolution without that feeling justified or earned. It would be like it's a similar issue I felt with JJK before. Granted, I think they come from slightly different places, but like um, let's see what a good example of this is. It feels like
I mean, if everybody in the chat is saying that like Nigeria being jobbers is kind of like the root of the problem, right? But
hmm,
my whole thing is that they're a post time skip enemy, right? Like, what's the alternative here? You go through the time skip, they have like a protracted match against Nigeria, and it's then the question is, what the fuck were they doing for a month, right? Like, it seems like a no win situation.
Sukuna was a post time skip enemy. So the fuck what, right? Like the point. The point is that like the point is there's
They have a
not.
gauntlet after this. Like, it doesn't stop with Nigeria.
I'm not saying it stops with
There's,
Nigeria, but
you
like
know,
I really don't like the like but it'll get better though argument because I don't live in the future. Neither of us know if it will, and these are the chapters that we're being given on a weekly basis. I'm discussing them here and as they exist in the past, right? I can't know if I'll like the future matches more. I hopefully will. Hold on. There we go. I hopefully will. I'm not saying that I think like Blue Lock is fucking cooked existentially, da 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 da. I'm not saying that like I inherently have a problem with them being jobbers, but I made the point. I made this point last week. Being a jobber is not like a super easy skill. It's not like it's not a very easy thing to do properly because you have to like feel like you have to make you jobbing seem not only impressive, which I just don't think the Nigeria team's done. This isn't a team with rep, right? They're just a team
right?
that you say is good. It's like when you bring in a new villain and you're like, they're so strong, and then they get jobbed. Great, cool. I have no basis for believing this is more impressive than anything else. These are just random dudes to me. They're not built
Okay,
up.
but
Go ahead.
the problem, right? Like the fundamental problem, because I hear you, but like you just gotta have like a major fucking arc, right? Like probably the second biggest arc in your series,
Mm-hmm.
arguably the most important. You have to justify these characters, what these characters did in between that arc and the start of this arc, right? You
Mm-hmm.
have to have them work on their weaknesses that they fully, been made aware of because of that last arc, and now you're kind of like in this not final, but like you're in this kind of end game with the World Cup here. That it's like you need to show off their strength. Then I think you can slowly start introducing like real tests of that new acquired strength. But if you don't have a foundation for what it is that they've learned or like how much they've grown, then it won't make sense in the future, right? Just more
That's
of a devil's advocate argument, right?
that's
It's not
just
so
not
much a it'll get better. It's just like the circumstance is, right?
that's just not true though. Like we've seen a motherfucker get better, show that they've gotten a lot better, and still not go up against jobbers in Blue Lock with Isagi. Think about him learning Metavision in the middle of the Manshine game. Does not he doesn't score that game. Gets a power up. We were supposed to know Isagi just tapped into another level. I felt that despite him attempting to score twice and failing twice. He didn't go up against jobbers. He didn't go up against motherfuckers that have no narrative value. Even if I steel man your point and I say you're correct that structurally the story had to go this way, it didn't, objectively so. But let's
Okay.
assume you're correct, right? It had to go this way. The reason I think it failed is because our antagonist have no motion. Onazi is not a character. Onazi is not a character, especially that I give a fuck about, right? If I saw Rin fucking leap over Kaiser, bound a shot in and score, at the bare minimum, I have a relative place in my mind to say, fuck, that's impressive for X, Y, and Z reason. Onazi's just a dude.
Yeah.
It's not, you're, there, I have no reason to believe they couldn't have done that before.
Oh, I see. So without them being like
There's
serious,
there's no, they're just a random island floating, and you're like, dude, that island looks fucking huge. Compared to what, dude? Like, we just passed a fucking country. Like, I don't know who the fuck
so
these guys
counterpoint,
are.
right? Counterpoint, right? Like, isn't that like kind of beating a dead horse, like stylistically? Like, if are you not gonna, as the reader, think, God damn, man, can these guys get any fucking Zenkai boost? Like, is it just constantly them? Is everybody just better than them until they lock in? Like,
Even
theoretically, they should be able to crush somebody.
You're different. You're making a different point. I'm saying, I don't think that it had to go this way. I'm you, right? The story, it's on railroads here. It has to go this way. Cool. You make it someone that has some relevance. You give someone else some relevance in the background. You give us a reason to think it's impressive to beat them. They have to matter to somebody. They don't matter to me. They don't matter to the story. They don't matter to any of these characters. They're just guys. And it's like, cool, gotcha. Great. They're getting no diff. Cool. I guess it's impressive in a vacuum to somebody, but like not to me, because Nigeria, like, dude, there's no reason really to say that like the Nigerian team like could beat fucking Bastard Munchin beginning of NEL. Like, we have no basis for that.
You didn't see it. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it now. Okay, so like let me hit you with like a fucking like a counter, like a counter vision, if you will, right? Okay. Let's say first match, instead of Nigeria, it's France. Off rip, that's Loki, right? Mm-hmm. Are you like off premise? You agree instantly more locked, right?
Sure.
Okay, same performance as like Nigeria, just up 3-0. Mm-hmm. They're fucking crushing. Is that also not ass?
Yeah, that's ass.
Okay, so does it have to be that if it's, let's say the score doesn't change, right? Does it have to be like each one of those goals is, Jesus Christ, does it have to be that each one of those goals is like multiple fucking like breakdowns? Like, does it have to be like a 30 chapter game where each goal is like this fucking Herculean effort? Is that what you're looking for?
I'm looking for this to be entertaining, and I use that as a reference point because that is when Blue Lock has consistently been its most entertaining. If you're asking me if that's the only way I could conceptually be entertained, no. I'm not saying that like them stomping couldn't conceptually be entertaining. I'm saying I can't think of an example within the context of Blue Lock where that's been the case, so I don't, within the context of a Blue Lock discussion, use those analogies and examples. I don't know. I can't think of one where our protagonist fucking mash a motherfucker into the dirt, right?
Right.
We see it, and I thought, damn, that was one of the most entertaining Blue Lock matches in the story. Every time I get a Hall of Fame moment, it is a fucking dogfight. And, importantly, it's a dogfight where I'm like, both motherfuckers have a reason, narratively, and like oppositionally, like within the context of just football, to win. And honestly, I wouldn't be too mad if one of them won or lost. Damn, I really like a lot of these characters. Fuck. That's to me one of the greatest powers that a sports manga has, is that like you can introduce so many antagonists, and because they're within the context of a team, you can have so many individual parts that just make this whole team that oppose your protagonist team, and it feels like you're seeing Nagi get a 5-shot revolver, and you're like, if you're an Isagi fan like me, you're like, damn, I didn't want him to get that shit off on Isagi, but that's fucking Nagi, man. That's bro. I'm not like, that's hard And it's fucking intense as an antagonist to watch him kind of go down like that. You see Rin do some shit. You see Shido do some shit. You see fucking even Baru do some shit. And it's like, this is a character I have cachet with. This is a character that has some rapport. This is a character I'm also seeing elevate and grow and change or act as this final wall hurdle, and they have some narrative significance. Even a motherfucker like Chris Prince, who we don't really see play all that much, the reputation of being number 2 makes Isagi stopping his random fucking goal that much more impressive because there's some reputation, right? There's a level of status to that. What we just saw in Blue Lock is the month time skip happens, right? Before, we're making like Yuta show off his skills, right? And instead of having Yuta like kill Kenjaku or run up and show Sukuna his new domain, we're like, okay, bro, there's this new Cooling Games player. We're gonna say they're a special grade. Billy, he one-shots him. Okay. Suck my nuts. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Showing
that's an overcorrection.
Showing Yuta one-shot Druve, cool for the aura shot. Great. But showing Yuta he won, and I would say he won decently comfortably, but showing Yuta kind of struggle against, like, Kurushi, kind of whatever, but Uro and Ishigori, 2 motherfuckers that we get rep from in the context of that fight, Ishigori having the highest output, that does more for him than if we just saw him, I one-shot Druve or whatever, type shit. That's me. Fuck you.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I agree. It's more just like I can understand the vision with this match. So I'm not confused. I'm not confused why it's like this. It's just sucks that it is, I guess. The ego's monologue notwithstanding, I don't know why Kaneshiro did that. That's
Super Saiyan Blue has a good point here. The antagonist needs to have a display and good reputation for the protagonist to feel they gained some crazy new power up. Think of, even I know this one, I think, where Luffy comes post time skip and he fucking dogs on like one of the pacifistas or whatever. Doesn't that have meaning because they got dogged the last time they saw each other?
The most recent enemy, yes. Yeah.
He didn't just say gum random pirate, because that doesn't mean anything, bro. Who the fuck cares? Right? And think about it like this, right? Think of a Naruto time skip. One of the time skips that gets the most scrutiny in terms of like his actual growth.
Right.
He gets a bigger Rasengan, right? Cool. One motherfucker that we did see it seemed like he got a major change in like ability? Sasuke. Because Sasuke, guy who was relative to Naruto 3 years ago.
Shitting on him, yeah.
Embarrassing him. Still has Curse Mark 2, by the way. Shat on Kurama. Established character who, like, bits of his power before that are like, oh my fucking god, leave me alone, right? Oh, you're establishing this using other measuring sticks that you as a writer have placed along the series. Nigeria has never... Dude, I have no reason to believe I couldn't beat them. Who are y'all, bro? Y'all just laced up and came out here, man.
Okay.
Oh, it's not 1-to-1, but an actual proper example for the same series is how we saw Yuta go from pretty even with Ishigori just for 15 Sukuna to blitz and one-shot him. It was a substantial moment that wiped away any doubt of how insane 50-figure Sukuna was, so that was a wide topic of debate. Exactly. Jobbing isn't bad. Like, Ishigori's crazy, right? Cool as hell. He jobbed. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. It means something, at least conceptually, because I can understand how strong Ishigori is. I don't know how good of a team Nigeria is. And even if I did, the reason I would still have a problem with this is because the explanation, the justification for this power-up is so short-lived that I don't really feel like it's earned. I didn't get to see it on the back end, and even in retrospect, I'm not able to see it in enough depth to feel like that's earned. I feel like Rin earned that. He got that out the mud. Not in the match. That he, during his time meditating and trying to come to terms with himself, I don't feel like he earned that. I don't feel like I've learned so much about the character, learned so much about what he learned about himself, that this level of growth this quickly is earned. I don't feel that way, right? And I haven't felt that way with the other power ups as well, but this feels like one of the bigger manifestations of it because Rin has been the focus for so long.
Gotcha. Okay. So in that case, like, what would you? What do you have this entire match at? Like, not just this chapter. Is it all just kind of? Have there been any peaks for you, or has the like? Basically, I'm wondering the last like 3-4 chapters. I think is kind of when I can start to feel it went off the rails. What
Red
was it?
Fuchsia, you're a fucking genius. Great analogy because we were on the same page here. Kind of like Sukuna, Sun, Moon, and Star Squad soloing. Like these are basically
Um.
randoms. He
Gotcha.
beat the Sun, Moon, and Star Squad. Fuck, dude, they were so strong. I guess if you say so. Literally, I have to take your word for it.
So the. But we're at least seeing this one, right? Like we never saw the
Who
Sukuna.
cares? Who the fuck are the Sun,
Okay,
Moon, and
so
Star
what do
Squad?
you what do you have what do you have for this one?
For this chapter?
For this match? I assume the chapter rating kind of
Like
is going to be the same.
yeah, like 6 out of 10. It's less egregious than the last chapter. That was like some like real like. This one is like it's less egregious. I find it a bit more interesting. There's something to chew on conceptually at least, whereas this one doesn't. The last two didn't really feel like that. The match as a whole is kind of moving like a 6, maybe a 5. I don't know. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I have it like a smooth 5 across the board. Different score, man. There's no winning.
I'm not saying that, dude. I'm just saying like yeah. I wish you know what I wish, bro? I wish I could like tap into an alternate dimension just so I could show you that your score would have been different if I changed my score. Like if I said 8, you would have been like, "Really? Yeah, I mean that's about what I have at a 7 out of 10, so that's pretty even." I know that would happen. And you want to know how I know? You just spent the last 30 minutes arguing with me about how this is much better written and much better structured. Why is your score lower than mine? Anchor effect. Anchor effect. Look it up.
Waste of an ability. IMO.
E.
Anyway,
E.
Kagurabachi?
You have the match at a 5 out of 10, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have
Very
this chapter
dull.
at? Very dull. You're so fucking
Yeah.
funny, dude. You didn't think it was.
Solid 5.
Yo, Hansel, if you know off the top of your head, can you tell me what he's been rating these chapters up to this point? Just so I can average them out. If you don't know, don't bother looking back. Like it's not that big of a deal. But if you happen
That's
to
the
know,
second time you fucking pissed yourself when I said a chapter was a 5, man.
it's just because I know
Let
you
me
don't.
fucking
It's
live,
because
bro.
it's just because you're. It's like you know what it is. I can see you overcorrecting. I can see you trying too hard. Like I called you out for being like a fucking like, dude. Everything is so good. Everything is so great. All manga is so fucking good. Blah blah blah. And so now you're spinning the wheel as hard as you can in the other direction. Well, what if I just say lower scores than him? Then he won't be able to say I'm glazing. You're right. Great.
You still are, bro.
I'm not
Like
saying
my
you're
plan is
glazing.
failing.
He initially gave the last two a 7, then he changed it to 5. Before that, it was 7s and 8 for the Rayo chapter. Yeah, you're fucking disgusting. And I'm not even saying I gave. I'm saying like, fuck
Fuck
you.
Ansel.
You know, I wonder like if we had a third member, right? That you like wanted to suck their dick equally to me, like, and they had opposing scores. Would you just always fall in the middle? Like every time I say a 5, they say a 10. You're like, I thought it was about a 7, maybe a 7.5, just to keep it completely even.
What gain, bro?
You're just so
Who does that benefit?
literally you because you don't have to favor anyone, bro. You're like, nah, both dicks are equally close, bro. This is as good as it gets. You're fucking, you're fucking gross, bro.
Dude, God forbid I agree with one of you. I'm just gonna get
Yeah,
like tossed at me repeatedly. It's a no-win situation for me. It's better to just not have an opinion.
you don't have
Break out of the
one.
matrix. Intention. It's strategy. You know, Einstein had thoughts too, but we all glaze him. Where's the
Haven't
energy
I
for
haven't
this
thought about
guy?
Einstein once in the past 10 years, bro. I promise you, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what he was thinking, man. Great. Theory of relativity, that's great, cool. We aren't glazing shit, bro. The scientific community at large, sure, yeah. Intelligent guy. We all glaze Einstein, bro. Pick a mangaka, man. Pick a motherfucker I actually dick suck, bro. What are we talking about? Pick someone relevant to me. Talking about E equals MC squared, nigga. Nigga, took a picture like that, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not worried about him right now, man. I haven't been worried about him ever, I think. Fuck.
In a way,
Yeah, we don't all glaze him. I glaze him, and some select chatters do. You think he's just a guy, bro. By the way, you have Blue Luck over Vagabond. You couldn't explain either reasoning.
I have them about the same. I loved Vagabond.
Yeah, you had Vagabond in an 8.5. I do remember.
Could have sworn I gave it a 9.
You didn't. I remember, because it bothered me a little bit, but I let it slide.
Oh.
Um.
Okay.
So yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. What do you have Vinland Saga at?
Like a 9.5/10.
Pick one.
10.
Okay. Life changing, by the way. If I asked you right now, if I put a gun to your head right now, and I said explain how it changed your life, don't
I have no
bother.
enemies.
Don't bother stammering.
Didn't stutter. No enemies. Fuck you.
Didn't stutter, no enemies. That's not a way it changed your life. You fucking idiot. You're a coward. Of course you don't have enemies. You're scared of them, bro. A motherfucker tries to make an enemy out of you. You're dick sucking. You're giving them your money. You're right.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Just like Thorfinn. Before that, I was standing on shit, bro.
You weren't.
I was.
You weren't.
Before Vinland Saga, I used to be Mr. Confrontation. All right. After,
Hold on.
I'm just in search of Vinland, man.
Silence for a second. BR, after I finish my collection of the special edition for Vagabond and reread each one, do you want the collection? Yes. Hit my line. Let's talk business.
Why isn't this glaze?
Why isn't what glaze?
Fuck you.
Dude, someone said like big bro BR noticed me when I mentioned their name in chat. I think it was Old Gamer actually. That shit was so funny. And also, dude, here's the thing. I like glaze towards me is fine because like I'm the target of the technique. Glaze towards you is disgusting because you're a reprehensible human.
The local NYC sidewalk is the biggest op. Mozan.
Yikes, yo, bro. He's gonna come back with the belt to try to recover chat. I want to be a kinder, more agreeable, less offensive person. Holy fuck. I was joking. Nah, don't worry, Old Gamer. It's all good. You don't need to apologize.
That's fucked up, Mozane. That's what I meant to say earlier. So Kagurabachi?
Yeah, get into it.
I know why I always have to go first.
Because I actually spent 30 minutes articulating my thoughts on Blue Look while you sat there and watched.
I responded.
You asked me 2 questions, which is fine. I had a lot to say. Hey, don't fight. Thorfinn. Shh. Right, thank you. I'm letting you get into this stuff first so I don't have the thoughts and you can just say, yeah, I agree. Fuck, you're good. Lock in. Give your thoughts on
I've not done that.
You do. And you would every time I talk about a manga. Damn, bro. I'd be like, yeah, so what are your thoughts? Oh, shit, bro. Bro, you pretty much said everything, bro. You pretty much said everything, bro. Fuck, bro. Fuck, man. You covered everything. Suck my dick.
I remember last week where we were talking about like Yura's motivations.
Yeah, I cooked your shit.
Yeah, you did. Wait, no, you didn't.
Yes,
What did I just agree with you? That's insane. Anyway, so
I did. Virtually cooked.
Anyway,
somehow watching across the country.
So anyway, I was looking out for like follow-ups this chapter just because I wanted to prove you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And the only two clues I got, the only two fucking clues I got were this random dude aura farming saying Yura's gonna be king, and Yura himself in a admittedly really well drawn spread saying he's gonna bring order to the nation. So
This random. That's the strongest fighter in the Hishaku, bro.
who is this guy, dude, with the short shorts? We're talking about the same guy, right?
That is
Page 10?
That is the strongest fighter in the Hishaku.
What's his name then, tough guy?
I don't know.
Glazing Mr. No Name.
Lucas Hishaku. I don't know.
Yeah, you know jack shit, bro. You're just
hey, no. Do you think I'm joking? I will send you the page where Yura calls him the strongest in the Hishaku. You fucking gremlin.
Go.
Yeah, bet. I got you. Let's see. I'm gonna send it to you right now. And how about this? You're gonna hold down the conversation for the next 10 minutes because I'm right. Bet?
5.
No. You don't get to negotiate, you fucking loser. You're wrong.
Also,
Watch
I didn't
this.
agree to those terms.
Yes, you did. Watch this.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Watch this.
I'm watching.
You fucking gremlin, open up your DMs. Pussy. Disagree with me again, I'll fucking rip your phone. Alright, let's lock in. He's unnamed so far. Hell yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. Go.
This is just your
Go.
complimenting him,
Go.
man. It means nothing.
Go.
This isn't an actual feat.
Go. I just said he's the
I haven't
strongest
seen
in the
him fight
Hishaku.
yet.
First of all, yes, we have. Second of all, strongest in the Hishaku? Go.
What do you mean go? Okay, fine. Fuck
Hold
you.
on. Watch this. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, God.
Wait.
The fucking time. Are you actually fucking... This is insane. Whatever. So there are two things about like Yura's motivations that I was trying to look out for and found. One was apparently the fucking Gojo Satoru of the Hishaku glazing Yura saying he's gonna be king. And then the other one was Yura himself being like, I'll bring order to this nation. So at the very least, he wants to rule the country. So that's a step in the. It means nothing for me, Chad. I'll be so dead ass. My entire theory was predicated on him like spouting some kind of ideology or being like, my name is Yura. You killed my people. Prepare to die. That's all I got. That was genuinely all I was fucking searching for, and all I get is this guy saying he wants to be king. I am fucked. It sucks because like I had to read the rest of this chapter with no idea what the fuck the end game is. Like I can't even make a guess at it. I guess it was kind of interesting that they like revealed the spirit energy thing with those guys keeping the fortress. Holy shit! It hasn't even been 2 minutes yet. Fuck. Fuck. It's kind of crazy that, you know, these guys in nature energy like that, holes in their stomachs. I thought that was a pretty cool world building bit. When they were like, there's a traitor among them, my first thought was how? It seems like why are you guys looking for trainees? But I guess if one of them is like near the end of his contract, then yeah, I guess train up the next guy. So that makes sense the more that I think about it.
8 minutes left.
Fuck. I wonder what the other requirements are to have a position like this in the Hishaku and / the Kaminabe. Chihiro and Samura are taking their sweet time because of the barriers and stuff. But I like that now this is kind of a race for reinforcements that I think I think the Hishaku's gonna win. Like let's call a spade here, guys. Centipede, you know, blowing down the chimney, all right? He's gonna get his hands on this Danucci, and he's gonna take the throne. Samura's gonna die.
Why do you think that?
Fuck. Just feels like the reasonable cause of events, right? Like, obviously, Yura wins, plot reasons. He gets the sword, new wielder of the Tsunuchi. Kamanabe's fucked, wipe off the map. Super Centipede coming their way. Then next up, Samurai Chihiro waiting up there. Duh. And like maybe if they 2v1 him, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna get surprised by the blade's like real power once it's actually being wielded directly. And then Samurai's either gonna try to save Chihiro or some shit like that. He's just cooked. Maybe his sword goes with him. Maybe he gets passed down to his daughter. I don't know, but I just don't see Samurai coexisting in the same world as Zero with the Tsunuchi. Does not seem feasible to me. Unless Shiba shows up, in which case, like, all bets are off. I have no idea what Hokuzono would do. That would actually genuinely... I feel like I have a pretty clear read on the rest of this little arc here. If Shiba shows up in the next chapter, all my theories go right out the window. I know absolutely nothing.
Why do you think you have a clear read on the arc where you don't know the antagonist's main motivation?
You don't either. Nobody does. We're all just guessing.
Who else said they have a clear read on the arc? Me or you? Dumbass. Continue.
It feels fine. It feels like I had a clear read on the arc, dick. And now all of that is just like completely out the fucking window. God. Fuck. It feels like that's the fucking direction we're going in here. And a lot of Japanese names everywhere. That's crazy. I guess they are in Japan though, so it makes perfect sense. You gotta wonder if like they get confused about all the fucking faction names. What, dude?
Holy shit, dude! Somebody said Loki Greens just pretend to have a seizure. M3D told you to get a fucking... Bro told you to fake being sick to get out of this. Holy fuck. Why did you even start a podcast, bro? You hate talking. Oh my god, bro. Holy fuck.
I'll refund my bits. What do I have to do to not... I'm so sorry. I'll lock in. That's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me fucking spin back. That's on me. Asami still standing his ground despite the mounting odds. Not only the fucking sick as hell. Dude, if he goes the way of Sojo, that's actually going to be devastating for me. I think
goes the way really of been winning me over. Is that synonymous with death?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like like it's more like, oh, cool character shows up, crazy high like hype moments and aura highs, dies like 5 chapters later after. Like if he goes the way of Sojo, then I'm gonna be devastated because he's really growing on me. I want to like him, but I can't invest too much emotionally because if he fucking when he dies.
What have you invested emotionally in this manga, bro?
Kakuri.
Say something about him then.
Like this. I mean, he was barely in the chapter. The fuck do you want me to say?
You know what? Expand it, bro. Just talk about why you like Kagurabachi. Just generally. I'm opening up the floor. I'm giving you more things to talk about. Talk about why you like the series. Talk about why you like this arc. Go ahead.
I like the race against time that they're in now. I think my opinion, my theory, just want to pen it again. I think Kishiko's cooking. Like I think that sword is as good as Yura's. As for Kagurabachi, I don't know. I like the fights. I like the arc. I like the art. I like the characters. Everything's quick and to the point. The double spreads are great. Hokuzono really knows how to set a scene, almost film-like, if you will. Truly cinema from movies. I think that's what inspired him, and you could definitely feel that inspiration in every page, every inked line, every panel, every...
That's still other people's opinions. Holy shit. Bro, do you think you can name a single movie like you've seen inspired within this manga?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay, where? Like when? Are you just thinking of Chainsaw Man, by the way? Are
I
you
am
just
thinking
are,
of
are you
Chainsaw
just thinking
Man.
of
Yeah.
a cinematic? Are you thinking of a manga that was made by a guy that liked a movie? And you're like, obviously
Yeah.
that means
I was
Kagurabachi.
literally. That was exactly the fucking. I was thinking of that scene from Chainsaw Man's opening where they like redrew
Oh
that
wow,
scene
I
from
actually
Pulp
didn't
Fiction.
ask for the whole
Yeah.
story. Get back to it, bro.
That was the whole story. So you cut me off at the ending. So you didn't really cut me off, I guess. How
Good.
many minutes do I have left?
3.
Fuck. He said Pulp Fiction because it has people in suits. By the way, it could be. We don't know what inspired this part of the series. I also like the idea of like, not generational trauma, but of generational burden. All right. Chihiro started off this quest for revenge, and now he's kicking off a quest of rehabilitation, recompense. Yeah. And he's gonna get his due. All right. That's what I like about Kagurabachi. I said that it was. I said the paneling is very film-like already, right? I did. Okay.
BR looking like he wants
Tommy's
to start another pod.
Tommy's really cool.
Who?
Did I say that? Sami?
Yeah,
Sami?
you did already, bro.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. Creams, I have a channel you could still take from before you come on stream. Should I link it in chat?
Please. I mean, I would never.
Dude,
How dare you?
do you think that... Hold on, there's another manga podcast that I kind of fuck with. I wonder if they'll hire me. Like, I wonder if they'll, like, recruit me. And I'm actually kind of being dead ass, right? I've been on them before. Their manga discussions look, you kind of go crazy. Let me put it in an
What,
application.
man? Holy
Let's put it in an
shit.
application.
Okay.
60
Oh
seconds
my
left.
God.
Go.
This is the worst kid in your class giving a presentation. I got stun locked against my will into a 10-minute uninterrupted discussion.
You shouldn't have disagreed with me on something that you know nothing about. You fucking idiot.
I'm sorry?
This is your apology. Go. You
Does
talk
that
to
end the
you
time?
talk no, you talk to me instead of talking about Kagurabachi again. I'll restart it, bro.
Creams, do you actually dislike manga or something? No. I just... You know what it is, chat? I just don't have a lot to say chapter to chapter. Broad strokes, arc-wise, you know, I might get a little tickled here and there.
Go.
But, like...
Broad strokes, arc-wise.
I kind of... I feel a sense of, like, come on, guys, let's have you're a win already. What are we doing here? Just because, like, I don't know. It feels like all these characters are being built up to either die, or maybe, okay, hold on. If Asami survives this, right, which I just don't think he will, but if he does, A, top 3 character moving forward, fucking, like, locking that in, right? But then B, maybe top 5. But then B, if he comes back with, like, couldn't stand on shit. If he comes out with, like, mechanical hands or some shit, right? And he's, like, he comes back stronger than ever, and it's all like, oh, yeah, man, we gotta go for the Yura assassination arc. That's some shit I could get behind. You know, I convinced myself. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm hoping for, all right? I definitely think this whole sequence, bit of a... It's a formality. Like, it is such a formality in my head that when I read it, I'm like, oh, I'm just waiting for the chapter that Hokuzono just, like, gets to the point about them winning. Like, it is such a, there is not a single second where I even considered that Yura not only doesn't win this, kills the Swordmaster, gets the Shinuchi, and just, like, goes about his business, that I have not even once, I haven't even once considered if it's something he could fail to do. That's so fucking funny. Let me think about that for a sec.
Timer over.
Because if he huh?
Timer over. You're free.
Oh. Okay.
Continue, like you were in the middle of your sentence. I'm just letting you know.
Oh. Okay. Where was I?
Don't know.
If by some miracle he does lose here, then I guess, like, he just spins back on a different day. I do like I don't know.
He spins back on a different day. He's gonna be fucking murdered if he fails here, bro. What are you?
So he's not failing here. We agree.
No one said that. I just said he's. This isn't a damn. You fooled me. I'll try again. If he loses, he
Yeah,
dies.
that's what I mean. Like even the thought of him failing, it doesn't make sense. Like why would he, right? Because like it's such a make or break thing. He's going to win. Like what about what I'm saying doesn't make sense?
It's just I don't know, man. The way you say things, you know, you know. You're right, man. W. Um, why do you hate O'Hara again? Because you deadass said that if a zombie comes back as a cyborg, it would be fire. Low key, bro. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, what if Luffy got gear 6? And by the way, you said you didn't just say that'd be kind of sick as a crackpot theory. You said that's what you're looking for. The only reason you're currently reading is a formality to see that. Genuinely, and I mean this, it goes people like Radman, right? Gap, gap, gap. People like me. Gap. Twitter users. Gap. O'Hara. Gap. You.
I ran out of material, man. I had to improvise. I think I sold it.
You're. Okay, so Kagurabachi, this chapter, something that he completely left unaddressed, was like, the aspects of the barrier. I'm kind of curious to see like applications of like vesselage in the future if we do get them, because it does seem that you can just like anybody can sort of like offer themselves up to become a vessel. Um, Losing a number of organs in the reproductive functions. Like this whole thing is like really fascinating here. I am curious to see if we get if this is something that's likely going to be called back to in later moments. Even just like the spirit energy that belongs to no one can't be wielded sort of sentiment. Um, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The
Um,
force field. What's up?
I was gonna say, it wasn't the whole thing was like their spy was masquerading as one of those guys, right? Does that mean bro got his like nuts taped off for the plan? That's crazy commitment.
I'm good. You know what, bro? Genuinely and honestly, I'm going to say this with only a shred of sarcasm. I'm really proud you caught that.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Um, fuck. Okay. Fuck. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired
You're
listening to you. That
so why did you let me go for 10 fucking minutes? That what? That what?
that was horrific. Wow. That was as much a punishment for you as me. I understand it now, bro. Jesus Christ. I put you on the cross and I put myself up on one right next to you, bro.
I don't know why you didn't stop it sooner.
Crucifix buddies. That's us. Fucking hell.
You're the commander. They're loyal. They said yes to that. You could have said, "Hey guys, never mind. Get us down."
No, no, no. It's
Anytime.
cool. I would do it again in a heartbeat just to make you squirm.
Fuck you.
Great. Yeah. Wow. So I'm sorry. I'm just needing a bit of. I'm actually needing a bit of time to recover, bro. Go back to Isekai, gang. Yo, talk
Oh,
about that slime anime, bro.
man. So it's Kagurabachi, which I also love. But you were
Shut
saying,
up.
please talk.
Anyways, let's see, in regards to the Euro discussion we had last week, the reason I said I shat all over you is because this is pretty much exactly what I said he was gonna say, and then he said what I said he was gonna say, which is that his motivations are political in nature and not vengeance based. You got cooked. He literally, I'll bring order to this nation. Political as fuck. Not
So you think
wham,
the
you
slaughter
killed
was
my family.
under? You think the slaughter is unrelated, or do you think it
I'm not saying it's
like
unrelated. I'm saying like,
a
dude,
symptom?
dude, dude. If I'm like, man, this really tragic thing happened to me. Okay, think about Batman. Batman is not he's not a character that acts for like, dude, Joe Chill. I'm gonna kill him. That's not what he's doing. It's actually
Right.
bigger than that. So something can be the catalyst. I'm not saying Yura's like there's no tragedy in Yura's life that pushed him to do this. I'm just saying something being the catalyst doesn't mean it's the primary motivator and the only reason you're doing this, or even the goal. You know what I mean? Damn, bro. Batman's parents died. I guess to become Batman, my only goal is to kill Joe Chill. Great. You did it, buddy.
Okay. So
Spider-Man.
you
What did you become Spider-Man for? To kill Uncle Ben's killer. Oh, okay. Sure. All right.
in Spider-Man's defense, when the opportunity presented itself, he went for it.
Is he still Spider-Man?
Okay. That
Oh, okay.
seems unrelated.
Yeah. Talk about the new One Punch Man or Family Guy episodes or whatever you have passion for. Anything but that again. He doesn't have passion for One Punch Man. He jumped the
Oh, you
ship.
know what's funny? I reread the webcomic and manga this week. Just from start to finish. Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to tell you about it. That's crazy.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. My condolences.
It was fine. The webcomic was slightly better.
Okay. It was fine.
I mean, you're talking about Kagurabachi. I don't want to steamroll.
Your previous 10 out of 10 was fine. You're going to hell. I just want you to know. It's not I'm not judging you. I'm not passing judgment. I'm not angry at you, right?
I didn't used to be like this, man.
I just want you to know you're going to hell. Like God just the truth has been told to me.
I didn't
You're not making
be like
it.
this, man. I used to yap about every little fucking thing every week. You guys remember that early days of the pod? I just wouldn't shut up about manga. What happened to that guy, man? When did he become so jaded?
You're not jaded. You have. You know what? I'm gonna sidestep that.
What?
The Kagurabachi chapter was relatively simple. I think that's why Han still believed in you initially. But yeah,
I agree.
a lot of power system stuff. I wish we got to see a bit more fighting, but that's me, head brain, and all that. What was it? Fucking Natsuki and Uraha getting back into action. I did fuck with that. I do want to see some more of that. Like you said, bro, a zombie very cool. A zombie punch very hard. Cyborg hand a zombie coming soon. Fuck you. Yeah.
Bro,
Just get here before I die is crazy though. Do not die, zombie. Shiba will be real sad, big bro. Dave is what happened to that guy. That's crazy. I'm very nervous to see Hokuto just out and about though, as like Kiri and Hakuri are. You know what? Kiri versus Hokuto might be hard, bro. What?
What? Like, elaborate.
Two swordsmen clashing. Two swordsmen we didn't really get to see fight before clashing. I'd love to see that. Kiri was nerfed last time, and I also have a running bet with lethality that Kiri. I've been told this is misogynistic, but I'm not of the opinion that Kiri is as like strong or good at sword fighting as like Natsuki and Uraha. I was told that I was incorrect and a what is it called, a chauvinist for that take. So I'd like to be proven wrong.
Let her talk to you like that?
So I'd like to be proven wrong and see Kiri like fucking go in, right? Because either Kiri locks in, right, against Hokuto and puts up a generational performance, and I'm proven wrong, or she gets cooked and I'm right, which is like whatever, right again, right? Or they just don't meet, which is also very possible.
Tough.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Eating some booty. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate you, gang.
Appreciate you.
Good luck in your endeavors.
Thank you.
For some reason, you developed an insecurity about your own opinions, like you were deadly afraid of having the wrong opinion, so you freeze up to read the room long enough to see what's safe. Yeah, elevator talk, bro. Elevator talk. That's all. Yeah.
Like, it's a good theory. I don't know if I agree with it. I'm gonna need to do some soul searching for that one. Wait, is that Ohara cyborg video a real thing? It
No,
might be.
no, we're referencing Cream's dumbass wanting a zombie to become a cyborg.
Nah, the closest he's made to that video is how big is Luffy's final army gonna be? Oh no, Luffy will have Gear 6 and I can prove it.
Called it.
That is a hell of a thumbnail, man. That is a hell of a fucking thumbnail. It's just so fucking shameless, dude. What do we? Holy fuck! Wait, let me send this to you, bro. Just not a drop of fucking hesitation. Just the green arrow, the fucking crown. Holy fuck!
When the fuck did Cream say a zombie would be a cyborg? He said he would get like cyborg hands after he gets cooked.
Oh fuck!
Mm-mm-mm.
Him not wanting to die is actually a bit refreshing. Too many people eager to hit the eject button. Yeah, that's fair. You don't see a lot of characters in manga that like want to keep living and do battle. So
Who are they
I have
talking about?
this
Who are they talking about?
I have this
You know
chapter
who
at
they're
like an
talking
8.
about. You know who they're talking about. Do you know who they're talking about? You know who they're talking about, right?
Ami?
I thought so as well. Good job. You don't see a lot of manga characters who do battle and want to keep living. What a take. I think I could name a lot.
Name 4.
Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, Piccolo, Gohan, Tien, Yamcha, all same series by the way. Hit, Beerus, Whis, Jiren, Topo, Botamo.
They're all willing to though.
They're all willing to? What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about? That wasn't your point, dumbass. Everyone's willing to die because you have no choice. Like, what do you mean? You're unwilling to die? That's like that's incongruent with the human experience.
So I have this chapter at like an 8.
Ichigo,
Personally.
Aizen, Kenpachi, Rukia, Chad, Uryu, Orihime, Yuha.
I genuinely hope for Creams for when this podcast becomes popular. Creams hate might go a bit far. You hope for that? Fuck you / thank you.
I think they're saying like I think they're praying for you, bro. I think they're like hoping you're okay.
That's not how it reads to me, but I'll take your word for it. So I have this chapter at like an 8.
A lot.
You have this chapter at a.
Why? Why do you have it in an 8?
I had a lot to say about it.
You know what, bro? That's a good score. I have it an 8 out of 10 as well.
What's your real score?
8 out of 10, man. I like that.
Oh my god, dude! I didn't even do it this time. Stop. Okay.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, bro. You went first. I just so happened to align myself with your score. 8 out of 10. Really good.
Feels like you're proving a point that I don't understand.
No, I'm not proving a point, bro. I'm literally saying 8 out of 10. That's a good score. I don't know why you have that score, but it's a good score. I fuck with it.
I spent 10 minutes explaining why I have that score.
No, you didn't. That's not what you did for 10
Yes,
minutes.
I did.
You talked about Kagurabachi vaguely for 10 minutes. You didn't explain why you had an 8 out of 10. You said things that happened. And you actually called these chapters formalities, which isn't something you'd expect to say about like a manga you like.
It just kept the pace really well. It expanded the lore in an interesting way. It was a cool like moment for Asami. Like what's not to like about it? Like the momentum carried on. Just nothing blew my socks off.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Type shit. So we'll get into JJK module in a bit, but before we do, I need to use the bathroom. So hold on the fort for me, bro.
It's like saying your favorite seat's the middle seat in an aisle. Like I don't know, it's part of the plane, I guess, right? Oh, you heard that.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing blew your socks off, and an 8 weren't impressed at all. No, because obviously, remember what he said. 8 out of 10s are obviously for the mediocre of the mediocre. That's where that goes.
I didn't say it was mediocre. I just said it kept the momentum. Holy shit. Creams, you can go to therapy for hope. Oh, for you're saying I had like a hope deficiency. Nothing blew your socks off and it weren't impressed at all. Is that it? Like what am I supposed to be impressed by, right? Like everybody's just sort of doubling down on the shit they did last chapter. Maybe like I didn't dislike anything, right? But I just wasn't blown away by anything. And I also just liked that they kept the momentum going. I don't understand what's so hard. It's no negatives and a positive. The art was also excellent. You reading Elbaf creams? Nah, I dropped One Piece. I didn't drop, but like I paused One Piece like a year and a half. Holy shit, I think I'm circling on 2 years now. Letting the chapters stack up, and then I'm gonna go for like another big binge. I think I stopped like halfway through Egghead Island. That Yeah, so I have no idea what's happening in the manga. Right? Like I know that Shanks is like a fucking brother, but aside from that, I have no like the God Valley incident. I know vaguely. I hear murmurings, whispers, if you will, of what's happening in One Piece, but I haven't gotten around to like binging it yet. I did actually fucking reread One Punch Man, and that was a fucking treat, man. Holy shit, I love that series so much. And I think as much as I hate the redraws for just like time wasting reasons, I just hate it conceptually. I do like the redrawn chapters a lot more story wise, narratively, and I have grown a little bit softer on Blast's inclusion. I think I used to be really against Blast being so fucking present because I like the way the webcomic made him more mysterious, more enigmatic, and more of a dick, really. Because in the webcomic, right, the whole thing is the Earth's on fire, he doesn't show up. Monster Association, he doesn't show up. Cyborg invasion, he still doesn't fucking show up. And even other characters in the story are like confused about why he's not fucking there. So when you get to the fucking manga and he's just there saying hi to everybody every 5 goddamn panels, it does make for a bit of an aura loss. But like when you look at his performance in like when he does show up, it is cool. Like it's not anti-feat aura wise. I like Mystique that webcomic Blast has that manga Blast just really fucking doesn't, and it just bums me out. But otherwise, like I was a lot harsher on the redraws. Reading them all in the binge makes them a lot more palatable.
All right. All right. Let's see.
I will
Okay.
watch the anime.
So I got Blast and Aura. I can't. Yeah, Blast has literal zero aura. Sometimes negative aura. Then it gets so whack. Whatever. All
Uh,
right. Let's see. All right. Hold on.
Modula. I gotta head out soon. So
Okay. All right. Jujutsu Kaisen. Um.
Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo.
Where's the intro
Oh
for
man, we
everything
haven't.
else?
Fuck man, I forgot to do our theme song. God damn it. Honored
No, no,
ones.
no. It's okay.
There's two of them.
Hmm.
Threw me off my rhythm there.
No, for sure. Um.
All right, bro. Let's talk about it. Because I actually am willing to eat some shit. All right. You were clowning me before call. Chat, prepare. You're gonna get a little angry at me. You're gonna hate me for this. I'm sorry.
No, just say. Let's start with positive, bro. You've been cramming shit down their throat for the entirety of the stream. Watch
The
this on
art
Twitch,
looked
by the
great.
way. Let's start with a positive. So let me start with this one. You seem to have some thoughts, so
Oh,
I'll
thank
let you get
God.
to those later. Yeah. You're not free yet. Just letting you know later. Um,
Fine.
so we obviously following up what we see in chapter 5. Maru getting up, Third Eye getting active, and this is what seems to be the first real display of Maru's abilities. Um, we're sort of getting into the political implications of what happens if he takes this old geezer out in a little bit. But this is very cool. This is a very cool display. Let's see, Yuji Iwasaki. I think this and last chapter have been their real like first display of like really good hand to hand combat. Um, a bit more, just a bit more of their like a bit more of their like artistic and paneling chops on display. And I gotta say, not bad at all. I'm not too upset. Maru is like doing some crazy shit. Obviously we see in the beginning he's just like tossing around some fucking boulders, cooking him. Axe kick form, beautiful by the way. I taught him that. He knows that from me. Just Don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that part though. Um, let's see. Yeah, I will say it's very interesting that Maru is like this strong, but also that he's seemingly only this strong, if that makes sense. Like this guy is approximately like a grade 1, right? Call this guy Nanami. Nanami in the current era. Reincarnation of Nanami, by the way. Geriatric old geezer, gone senile, right? And Maru is like pressing the fuck out of him for sure. But not like instantly killing him and one-shotting him, although he did beat him like with relative ease. It's just interesting. It's fascinating. Might gotta do some agenda posting, some power scaling for that later. Why Maru versus Nanami isn't close coming soon? Listen, Sleeping Ninja, you know how I said every time you say something in my favor, I hate you slightly less? That one, that one moved the needle a little bit. We'll get back to that. In any case, one page I did really like, just in terms of art. It's the one where we get to see a little bit of Yuji action on there, but it's also that little pose up right here. That was cool. I taught him that one too, by the way, chat room. Um, I taught him that one too, by the way. Maru has the Zenitsu gimmick. That's crazy. But yes, for the time being, he does. Gets awakened. That third eye comes out. He starts moving different or whatever. Um, I will say,
We all know exactly how. Yeah.
I will say, the Yuji little cameo is really funny for two reasons. One, Yuji, why are you looking like that, bro? Why are you so menacing? The last time we saw you, you were standing in the snow being like, I just love being alive. I guess if this guy's like fucking abusing and harassing like random families, yeah, that'd get him activated. How did he escape? Well, I guess he just fled. He fled, like transformed into someone else. Da da da. Really funny though. Yuji, Yuji pulling up like that is so fucking hilarious. Like, bro, looking like the fucking boogeyman. I like it. I'm not mad at it though. Anyways, good action is basically what I'm trying to say for this little segment here. A lot of like curse technique usage from Maru, and we'll get into, like I said, the political aspects later. But this action first, maybe half, 2/3 of the chapter are what Creeps had some contention with or a little bit of confusion with. It seems to just be straight up that Maru's curse technique allows him to distort the natural. Wait. What is the specific wording? Distort the natural laws of order. And we see that in some like manipulations of like I don't know,
Water. I.
certain concepts and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Let me see. I think there was another translation of this chapter, real quick. Let me check. Um, it's where he says, the old geezer says, let me check. No, this technique most likely surpasses our understanding of jujutsu in like the scans translation. In Viz, it just says, no, it's probably a curse technique using the concept. But it might just be referring generally to like the manipulation of concepts, kind of like, I forget the name of the curse spirit, but the elephant one that Kenjaku used. Um, Not Garuda.
Um.
I'm thinking of the wrong
Yeah,
one, but
doesn't it like reject natural phenomena or something?
it's yeah, the Ganesha curse. Yeah, the Ganesha curse. It
Yeah.
seems to be like not, if not the exact same, like the floating basketballs feels kind of reminiscent of like the floating soldiers. It might be somewhat similar. Um, but yeah, it almost seems like his
What?
power is to reverse things. He made the water hot and things cold. Bless you. Um,
Thank you.
yeah.
Was it? Was the Ganesha curse like? Did it have the ability to manipulate odds or reject possibilities? It was something
Uh,
along those lines.
I mean, I mean, it was like it rejected things conceptually or whatever. All I'm saying, the only thing I'm bringing a connection to is like the idea of that concept manipulation. And I'm saying
Okay.
that like they seem to dance, um, in similar rooms is kind of the feeling I get, right? Like
Yeah.
the basketballs floating around him seems somewhat reminiscent of that sort of like imagery. Regardless, regardless, Maru has a very fucking insane curse technique.
Yeah.
Kind of wild to see
You
that.
I wonder
Um,
if the Sumerians all have like the same kind of curse technique. I've been wondering this for a while, and this chapter kind of like set off the thought. But when Gojo was explaining like cursed energy and cursed technique to Yuji in like beginning of JJK, he was like, you're born with about 80% of your potential when you're born. Like you're born with about 80% of your potential for jujutsu with like 20% give or take for like training.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, like, if they have a fundamentally different view on jujutsu, right? And a lot of jujutsu is based off of like interpretation. If you just don't have that foundational belief, right? Do you just sort of like, or do they just operate under different rules, the Sumerians? Like, could it theoretically be possible that they have like multiple techniques? Like I wonder if Gojo were to give that same little speech to like Maru, if Maru would be like, "Dog, what are you talking about? This shit's everywhere. Just like use it." Like, I don't know. Like
I mean,
I do wonder if like societal differences like impact like the foundation of how they use it.
I mean, I'll say it like this. I think people take that statement, and I use it too because I think it is a useful statement that Gojo makes. But I think people take that statement and use it as like an ironclad, objective, like narrator esque statement, and not like Gojo's interpretation and opinion on sorcery. A good example is like, why is Kusakabe so strong? Obviously, no curse technique. Obviously, no talent for sorcery. Still stronger than other people that you could argue
Have
objectively
those
do have a
things.
higher like innate capacity and talent. Gojo's point is just generally that your curse technique will dictate quite heavily and easily how strong you're going to be, and your curse technique
Hmm.
is something that is determined at birth, right? He's like, the way I view it at least is that he's estimating that like in jujutsu, in battles like this, right, your curse technique will make up a majority of how you're able to fight, and since your curse technique is intrinsic, um, that's going to be like how strong you are typically. But like for Yuji, that'd be skewed, right? Yuji doesn't develop a curse
Right.
technique until far into the series. It might be far closer to like a 50-50 split. Like it's not, I don't think it's a universal rule, even within the context of human sorcerers, insofar as it is a general sort of like sentiment that happens to apply to a lot of characters. Do we know Kusakabe has no innate talent for sorcery? I would say the lacking of a curse technique somewhat implies that.
I mean, Gojo, like
But
the main problem with Gojo's statement is that it doesn't account for things like talent nebulously, right? Like it doesn't really like quantify how good somebody would be at like the mechanics
so, let,
of using jujutsu
let
or
me read
whatever.
you the statement so I can it'll help contextualize what my point is.
Thanks for the sub, Cream Slander account.
Thank you,
Continue.
thank you. The ability to use curse techniques is intrinsic, so a jujutsu sorcerer's skill set is about 80% innate talent. So these two things are connected. The ability to use a curse technique is intrinsic, so like basically because of that, a jujutsu sorcerer's skill set is about 80% innate talent, right? So to answer your question, Hansel, right? The reason I would say that like the like lacking a curse technique would generally imply a low level of talent for sorcery, at least within the context of Gojo's sentiment, is that he's saying because curse techniques are intrinsic, so is most of your talent. So, like, the reason he thinks
Okay.
Megami can reach his level has nothing to do with Megami exclusively, and more so to do with the fact that he possesses a technique that has that level of potential,
Mm. I
right?
mean, but isn't that what like kind of the whole shtick with him as a person is? You know, are you strong because you're Satoru Gojo, or you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest? Like, we kind of the implication is like any other Six Eyes Limitless user, like Gojo is the strongest among them, or at the very least, he is special even within that pool because he's him. And I imagine like that effect happens for other people throughout the curse world.
Mm-hmm.
My question was more like, I wonder if the Sumerians just like have a better floor than humans do, right? Like the middle ceiling, whatever, right? But generally, like if you're a Sumerian, okay, let's say instead of a third eye, it was a third mouth, right, or a second mouth. We know empirically that's a huge advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Compared like for a sorcerer. So we would then just conclude, okay, yeah, Sumerian and, with like X amount of cursed energy and X cursed technique versus human with the same specs, that second mouth is going to like honestly be a huge fundamental difference. They're not starting on the same level just off rip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else can be the same, but if they just have that advantage, then that's like it is what it is, right? I'm wondering if there is something like that we just don't see. Like, is it the eye, for instance, right? Is having the third eye just uh, like we don't like. Is this Mars technique or is this a Sumerian thing? You know what I mean? Because the shit that Cross does at the end with like waking him up, almost telepathically, it seems like that seems like a unique attribute of being Sumerian.
I mean, Gojo does something like that in the beginning of the story when he like
With
taps Yuji.
Megami, yeah.
When he taps Yuji.
Oh, Mega Yuji, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he just like it's not to say that there's no unique property here. I'm just saying like a vague sort of like making someone pass out or like calm down with like some application of cursed energy or jujutsu doesn't seem all that wild. Um,
I guess Cross and Maru should also be being
mm,
sharing their abilities. Oh yeah, because they also share abilities. Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that could be part of it.
Mm.
Be a
Um,
twin thing.
type shit. Also, Cream Slater account. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. Thank you, thank you.
Good shit.
Um,
Good shit.
but yeah, yeah, that's pretty much my sentiment. In terms of like that, like, could the Sumerians have a higher level of power? I mean, sure. I think that's implied by the fact that they're 50,000 strong is a Sukuna level threat. I mean, Sukuna is a threat to the entire planet, not in like a Frieza or Kid Buu blow it up way, but more of like a he could subjugate the entire planet way. And so if 50,000 Sumerians, like 50,000 of them are able to like take over the entire planet, right? It would kind of necessitate that they have, even with smaller numbers, the ability to take over or successfully go to war with Earth. And I mean, Cross just says like, even if it comes out to an all-out war, it's not that him and Maru are important. It's that they have Deborah, right? The horned guy that looks a lot like
Yeah.
Sukuna. It's just like, yeah, dude, we have a Hulk. We don't really need the rest of
Right.
us. Um,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I caught that too, and like it wasn't necessarily like it's forget about like okay, stronger, not stronger. That could be a conversation. That could be just like a different conversation, right? My whole thing is like, does is it different? Are they operating under like the same exact rule set, or is there like wiggle room? I
I mean, we,
to
we know we know they're operating differently, or they should be operating differently, just from like an interpretation aspect, because their cultures are different, and those things should
for
shape how they
yeah,
use jujutsu. I mean, I can't remember exactly what he called it off the top of my head. I can look, but Maru,
like biology, tech, and culture are like the three biggest differences.
sure, yeah, and Maru even called, let's see, he called like what Tsurugi called a cursed spirit. He called it by a different name. Um, and so that, like, it implies that there's these things are diverging, and that these things are like, we're already seeing that change happen, or not that change happen, rather more like that we're seeing that change be noted. Um, let's see, no, it wasn't a Shikigami, it wasn't a curse, it was a Shikigami, and um, Maru calls it a Kalyan. So yeah. In
Gotcha.
any case,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it seems to be the case that they should probably apply jujutsu in slightly different contexts, or have slightly different applications and rules for it. Um, you know what I mean? Just because what's common and what's the norm is going to determine, how it's generally used, right? Um,
Right.
a domain
Okay.
expansion doesn't have to be considered lethal for them, right? Because it wasn't even
Mm,
always considered lethal for humans. There's all these other
humans.
kinds of
Yeah.
things that they can do. So yeah. Um,
Okay. You think it's just like it's the equivalent of like a time period difference too? Like I
it could be.
imagine,
Yeah, it's like,
even for humans, it's different than it
yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if I took you and I took me and I plopped us on different planets and said like, all right, you know, start a species. Even if our starting point's the same, it's like, yeah, dude, you're sort of informed by the environment in which you exist in. Um,
Right.
yeah.
Um. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because like what's his name? Fuck. Where's the Deborah?
Deborah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like at least Deborah aesthetically, like on some surface level shit, looks like he would be strong in the same way somebody in like a human being would be strong.
Hmm.
Like you kind of look at him and you're like, okay, like all the signifiers of strength, or a lot of the signifiers of strength Sukuna had to, like an easily identifiable,
Imposing body,
you
musculature, da da
know,
da da da. Yeah.
yeah, multiple, like whatever, like yeah, okay, so there is some kind of like plurality to
Yeah,
to this shit. Like,
there's some
yeah,
large overlap because Maru without the third eye is like unmistakably humanoid. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, and so
Hand
like
signs and all. Yeah,
yeah, I mean you would have to think, and they can recognize what they're using. Like this old geezer recognizes what he's using, not as some like alternative phenomenon, but as jujutsu, right? He may be applying it differently, using it ambiently, etc., etc. It's just that it is unmistakably very close to it, right? And
mm,
so it's yeah, that's basically it.
gotcha.
It could be
Do you
more or
think so?
less refined. It just, it just is similar.
Yeah, I guess like we'll see what the explanation is, right? If it's a twin thing, if it's a third eye thing. Like if it's a third eye thing, I think it's more curious, like what the eye does. Um, like because like on one hand, right, he can do all this, but when he first showed it, he just knocked a guy out
Hmm.
flat. I am curious, like if it's random every time or whatever, or because like he was conscious for that first time.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
It
yeah,
just
I'm
seems to
curious
be
how they explain
unleashing the
that.
full power. Because Cross says where does he say it? Do 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 do. Um, Let me see where he says it at. He just says is like, oh damn, you lost control to that. Like you lost control so easily. That's kind of crazy. Um, and so it's like it seems to be that him using it to knock someone out is a restricted version of the power, less so than it is like a different power altogether.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm curious to see the full breadth of it, I
Hmm.
guess. I'm more than anything, I'm curious how it affects barriers, if it does. Just I'm curious to see like what the ingredient is in Jujutsu for them that the third eye is.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
so,
that
do you?
Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say the sort of like mechanics of it aside. It's interesting. Cross seems to be at his core like a good dude, which is really funny. Like I was expecting a bit more of like a conniving sort of um, little like gremlin, just
Mm,
based on the way Maru sort of talked about trying to reconcile with him, and also the fact that he seemed a lot more standoffish up to this point.
yeah.
But like the decision to jump in here is much less of a calculated like, okay, actually let me play the long game, and more of like a, damn bro, you were actually trying to like synergize and like cohabitate with us. Fuck. That show of sincerity kind of moved me. Damn it. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Um, like you guys know, my personal headcanon is that like this is Yuji and Sukuna reincarnated. I'd like to think this is like what Sukuna would have been like if he was with his twin brother in a good environment. Personally, so I don't know. I like the idea that he would just sort of be a tsundere at his worst.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, Cross is also a victim of a lost homeland, so depending on what happened, that could be the reason for his more standoffish attitude. That's also fair. That's also fair. But I like that up to this point. I'm kind of rocking with him just like on a vibe base. Saruki getting in here was nice. Um, I like
Yeah, do you
him
think he had a change of heart, or do you think he's always felt like this?
always felt like what? Because
Like
he says he has like there's the implication that he has another motivation, but he says his motivation is literally to like stop a war from breaking out, right? So what do you mean? Which one are you
I mean,
referring to?
that he specifically points out that he like doesn't want Maru to be the trigger for it.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
mean,
do you think it is a because before he was like, oh, I have to be on my p's and q's around this alien, right? Like
mhm,
he seemed more mission oriented
mhm.
initially. This time, it felt like he did do it out of like a sense of softness for Maru. I'm wondering a if you agree, and then b if you think this is like a change of heart.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I think he does do it. I think he has some level of softness for him, but I mean, he starts off by saying like he by giving like this sort of logical justification, right? Like, um, if Maru kills anyone, that can be the trigger for a war, just because of like the tense, um, alien human sort of dynamics happening there. Um,
Mm,
but I do
okay.
think, I mean, we do get the flashback where he thinks I want to be friends, and he's like, nah, maybe I just don't want him to be the trigger. And I do think that it's that he's grown a little bit softer. I don't necessarily think it's an objective change of heart. More so, it is that like Tsurugi seems to be like an earnest, honest like guy that hides behind a veil of like logic, and practicality. And so it's one of those. This is the logical thing to do. I don't know if I would only do it if it was logical though. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Um, like logic and my emotions just so happen to be lining up. Sure, I do think he cares for Maru. Because I don't think he would have made that call back to like them being neighbors if it was not some level of emotional resonance and connection. I wouldn't say that he's like willing to die for him just yet, but I would say that like he has grown a lot closer for sure.
Right? Like, yeah, because like this is his internal monologue. He's not like I was gonna say like maybe it's a tactic to like try to get Maru to like coax him out of it, but like this all seems to be inside his head, so
Hmm.
that doesn't really track.
Yeah. Hmm.
Overall, interesting chapter. I'm curious if the payoff for this is going to be related to Cross's interference, or if it's going to be related. Like, is Cross covering for them with the Sumerian and like Japanese higher ups? Um, is like is Tsurugi going to like kind of demand an explanation? Um, I wonder. You know, the more I think about it, you see it being a case where they just the four like Cross joins them in some kind of like ideological way. Like he's like, bro, fuck you humans, you won me over.
I don't imagine
Come on,
immediately.
family.
I don't imagine immediately. I would be probably just like interferes here and is like either reprimanding Maru, taking him back to the ship or something, or kind of just like dipping again, just kind of chastising himself for making that decision. That's my thought.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, really solid chapter. Smooth 7 for me.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'll give this and the little like 3 chapter saga we've been on a smooth 8. I really enjoyed it. I think it's been pretty good. Um,
That's good.
yeah.
I don't know if this is the end of this little section. Like you think
I just consider it because like the curse user's beaten. Um,
Gotcha.
that little
Okay.
aspect of the mystery is over.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of wonder how they'll deal with him. Where I kind of do want him to be like to acknowledge how the hell he got away from Yuji, even if
Hmm.
it's like an innocuous line. I just want Gege to kind of throw that in there, like oh dude, I distracted him with like 1,000 decoys or some shit.
Yeah.
Because like how did you get away from him? Sukuna didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you
So,
get
yeah.
away from him? Sukuna didn't. That's such a funny contextualist like fucking sentiment, bro. Sukuna didn't. Okay, buddy. um, that's really funny. Yeah, I was gonna make that comparison to MZ over. Like Yuji did him like Hashirama did Kakuzu. It's gonna be one of those statements that were in retrospect it becomes really funny. Like how the fuck did you survive, bro? Yuji's gonna be like, yeah, I have 7 curse techniques now. How did you get away? Uh,
like like Yuji would have had to not hit him with any of his techniques and held
I
back
mean,
his
I mean,
punches.
look at the way he was looking in that hoodie, bro. There was not a single technique used. He was just slamming knuckle into rib, bro. That shit was nasty.
Off topic, but have y'all been reading Absolute Batman? No, but I have been seeing the updates that come out with every issue.
I'm
I don't.
on I'm on issue 7.
Is
So
is that before or after Bane?
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a nice little binge ahead of you.
I mean, it's like I think there's only 13 issues, right? So like five or yeah, about five or so, depending on when I get back to it.
Isn't it? An issue's like 30 pages, right?
I don't know, haven't been counting, but probably something close to that. It comes out monthly, so yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a pod right there, man.
Okay, okay,
R-
yeah. Good,
yeah,
good modular chapters. Good modular chapters.
great. Yeah, really
And
picked up in the last quarter there. Let's fucking go.
yep, yep, yep. Yes, sir, yes, sir. All right.
Wonder why modulo inspires me to lock in. I felt focused. Such a. I gotta
You
chase that.
you wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
WBR performance this stream. Thank you, Demon. Thank you, thank you.
Uh,
A bow.
that's fair.
A bow. A bow.
Book club chat. Book club should be back on schedule next week, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't forgotten, except like
We
kind of.
it's not we haven't
It's not
forgotten.
forgotten.
We
It's
just
just
haven't had time. Yeah.
exactly busy schedule. Chat. My schedule full. Um, it was a good BR performance, not his best, but even his averages are stellar. Thank, thank you, Hansel. Thank you, Hansel. Thank you, thank you.
Crazy Blaze.
Sorry, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, sorry. Whew, that was good stuff. Great stream, me, and then this other guy. What's up, bro?
Anytime, bro.
You know, members. We'll see you
See
guys.
you Thursday.
We'll see you this Thursday. You know, back with the member streams. May see something a little spooky aside from seeing Creams get shit thrown at him by a giant guardian ape. But for everyone else, we'll see you this Sunday. Hope to see you guys there. Hope you guys are excited, and hope you guys read the chapters more thoroughly than this guy. In any case, hope you had a good Sunday, and hope to see you soon. Peace, peace.